Good evening again from Yummy BTV, right? Sending loads of love to you all. Now, the second video is recent times, and it is taking place right at this minute at Hull Prison, right? I spoke about DECCA the other day, not going on protection, was my opinion. But also now, with information coming through by way of telephone to me from Hull Prison, Brett May is definitely there too. Now, in history between those two, it was always that when I see you, you see me, it's definitely on, right? So we can't expect nothing else that when they come face to face with each other, it's going to go off, right? Physically or whatever way, it happens. Remember, jail rules are a bit different from the outside now. First things first, DECCA is not on the numbers. He's not on protection. We got that right? What do we know? That, in my opinion, right, Brett May is going to be more skilled in the jungle of a prison environment than DECCA, right? Not just for fighting and things like that, but for his people skills. And he's quite charismatic, Brett. He can pull in a big crowd. A lot of people listen to him. They do, yeah. DECCA doesn't have those kind of skills. He's not a socially gifted geezer. Not taking nothing away from him, right? It doesn't pull in people and they're endearing to him in the way that people would be endearing to the way that Brett May comes across and does his thing, right? Complete two different personalities, right? So to expect this kind of thing when two, warriors meet, so to speak, that there will be many saying, yeah, they'll be throwing things at DECCA. They'll be spreading that and that, what he might be and what he might not be and all that, and turning the crowd against him, right? That's the way that it's going, and probably the way, that's how it's always gone anyway, when these kind of things happen. Now, they can't get on the same exercise yard at the moment. They could meet and have a straightener down the gym. After all the talk, you expect them face to face to have a row. Right? I don't really want them to fight because they're both going to lose time, right? I think Brett's on a recall. I think DECCA gets 3 years for that case. That's what I'm been looking into. But look, it may be that Brett May might not have to fight him in a straightener. Maybe there won't be enough time for them to meet and have a straightener because maybe the wing that DECCA is on, maybe they might all start rushing him. So it's quite possible. Prison's got there's no rules. There's a lot of mind games and, you know what I mean? Whose side you're on and who's got the biggest gang and, we don't like him and, we'll join forces and we'll get rid of him. All we need now is, what's his name? Dean Lynch and Tommy Joyce. What's his name again? Joyce as well. He's away. Imagine they're meant to. They might be close to Hull at the moment with the moving around that's been going on for them, right? But my personal the way I see it pans out is maybe one of them get moved. Maybe they can both be down the block already together after today. Is it the videos that me and other people are doing up there are so-called hotting up the scene anyway, behind the way social media works, and they're both social media, have social media platforms, but face-to-face, in a row. Brett May a bit younger, could have a right off DECCA, but do I believe that it gets to that stage? And if it does, it could go really badly wrong for both men. So I suggest that they drop it, right? Whatever else happens around anything else, one's got to probably look after himself, which I'd always believe DECCA will turn up, even if there was 10 men on the yard. I think he'd go out there, right? So maybe you look, sort of say, no, he ain't, yeah, he ain't got the bottle sometimes, but I'm just giving you my opinion right? But in a street fight, don't know, don't know. Early rounds, Brett May, if he lets off them big bombs, if he comes steaming out, and remember, he's been training in there as well, Brett. So that's the dynamics of it all, right? So it's going to be interesting to see how it pans out. I don't know why you asked me to come up and do this, but I would suggest that one has more the upper hand on the other. All right, send a loads of love to you all.